Today we're going to look at the Assure theory for instructional design. The background was in 1999. It was developed by Heinrich, Melinda, Russell, and Saladino. It's based on the Gagne 9-step model of instruction. The intent of this particular theory is to assist teachers in organizing instructional procedures, providing authentic assessment, and planning and delivering instruction that integrates technology. As you can see, these would be very valuable tools within a classroom. The Assure model consists of 4 steps. The first step is for the instructional designer to analyze the learners and make sure the needs are known. The next step is to identify state standards and objectives that are necessary for the students to learn through the module. The third step is to select, modify, or design materials that will help to meet the objectives. The fourth step is actually utilizing the materials and putting them in place. And the fifth step is to require learner response. So find out what type of feedback you're getting after using these materials. And finally, evaluation. This very important step needs to take place throughout. However, at the end, evaluating helps you to determine if you met your objectives. In the field, this can impact student learning and teaching as well. And the important part of Assure is making sure that the instruction is tied to the objectives. If you have instruction just for technology's sake, that might be fun for the students depending on the technology. However, it has to be tied to objectives to be effective. As far as impacting my teaching, I found that going through these steps have been very helpful and do a lot of evaluating throughout the process to make sure that my students get quality material, and I make sure that what I'm doing is on target. So a lot of times I've evaluated several times before I even get to the student involvement part of the lesson, and also analyzing the students to make sure that what you're teaching is something they need to learn. And this goes for not just a classroom, but also training in a professional field as well. The only suggested revisions that I would have is adding maybe a research component, because in the instructional design industry you really have to stay current. This might be part of the selecting media, maybe a sub-step that would be in there to research and make sure that what you're using is not just something you know, but is something that is current and helpful for the instruction. Thank you, and that concludes this video.